You can tell, right? And also, like, one of the things that you should look out for is if people feel as though and as a boss, you can normally see it, right? That if people don't feel as though they're in control of something, that's typically when somebody burns out. So a feeling of lack of control. So not being able to control the outcome of things is where people normally feel is normally what really spirals people into the burnout. So we've talked about like burnout and like feeling burnt out, but there's the feeling of being burnt out and there is burnout. So
Yeah.
I would say the feeling of burnout is just being tired and cranky and not really performing at your best just because you've got a large workload. Being burnt out is a psychological issue.
Mm,
It's not just being tired, right? Like being burnt out is like I don't know how I'm going to get through the day,
mm,
as opposed to I need to get to bed early tonight or I need to speak to my manager about my workload, right? That's a core difference here as well. So
mm,
I think you need to see, and the telltale signs for a manager or how a manager can help is if you're delegating, which you should be as a manager, you need to make sure that you're delegating tasks that the team can actually manage to do.
mm.
So not just from a timing perspective, but also are these things within their wheelhouse? So I made a mistake this year or last year with somebody on my team and gave them over some tasks that I didn't have time to do it myself, but I sort of knew as well that they may not be able to do it. And that inevitably ended up in that person almost going into that burnout state. We managed to catch it in enough time and they got over it very quickly, but it was very close, right? And that was because I assigned some stuff over to them that they shouldn't have to do, right? Because we didn't have the resource for it. And that's on me. That's not on them.